じゃあ、はい。で、これをこうして、はい。はい、ごめんなさい。ちょっと手崩ってました。お腹が痛かった。うん。はい、皆さん、こんにちは。こんにちは、レイシンです。Selamat, udah mau siang sih. Selamat siang. はい。ちょっと待ってね。今ツイートしますので、少々お待ちください。毎回同じサムネでちょっとあれなんですけど、別に変わった要素がないからね。Continuation of はい。まあ、ツイートしたって誰かが見てるわけじゃないんですけど、やった方がいいっていうね。はい、じゃあ改めまして皆さんこんにちは、りんしんです。こちらのね、ビジュアルノベル、コンビニ生活の、フラッフィーストアンを、続きを読みたいと思います。ちょっと待って、ちょっとあれかな。ちょっとチェック。音チェック。よかった。仲良さそう。でも、回線あんまり良くないね、今回。まあ、いっか。後で良くなると信じて。ちょっと出てるのかな。はい。で、これをこうして、で、こうして、コンティニュー。ちょっと出てますね。はい。じゃあ、今からはですね、英語メインの読み上げになりますので、ちょっとわからない部分があると思いますが、どうしてもね、知りたいのであれば、遠慮なく、今の意味はどういう意味ですかって聞いていただけると嬉しいです。Okay, so let's continue Fluffy Store now. しょ。今回からチャプター7に突入なので、これとチャプター8、第7章と第8章になりますね。So we finished up to this. Now it's chapter 7, and so I think the remaining stories is chapter 7 and chapter 8. So yeah, I hope we can finish it today. Is it morning already? Ouch. I get up from bed as usual, but I have a splitting headache. Looks like the wine was a bit strong. そっか。前回で、4人で、なんかワイン、ピクニックしながらワインを飲んでたね。Looks like the four of us became too exuberant. We opened several bottles of wine we've stocked in the shop and drank ourselves nearly. ワンボトルじゃなかったんだ。I can't even remember how we went to bed. I guess we were too impulsive. I wonder if they are up. I massage my eyebrows. Strange, the back of my head hurts too. Eh? I checked the clock. We normally open the shop much earlier, but the living room is quiet. The three of them must be dead drunk from last night too. I should make some porridge. I feel thirsty with no appetite after waking up from a hangover. まあそうだね。 もう二日酔いってやつか。Hence, I staggered to the kitchen, put the rice and water into the rice cooker, connect the socket, and turn on the power to make porridge. Porridge? What should I add? I opened the fridge to look for stuff and add while waiting for the food to cook. However, I can only find a few boxes of eggs inside. A simple one is also fine. I take 8 eggs from the fridge, crack 2 into each bowl, add salt, peanut oil, and chopped spring onions. Then I stir the mixture well. Done. Finally, I dish the hot porridge from the rice cooker into every bowl before stirring the egg and porridge mixture again. Time for them to wake up. Cherry, Perry, and Puff, time for breakfast. I shout and run towards their room, but there's no answer from inside. They're still asleep. I'm a bit irritated, so I move the knob. The door simply opens without any resistance. The girls are sound asleep. Oh, いいね。みんなやってるからね。Wake up! I shout at them. Oh no, am I nuts? I've suddenly realized my mistake, barging into the girls' room. 別に自分のでも勝手に入っちゃダメか。Alcohol simply アルコールのせいにするな。
店長、なんでいるの
？Cherry seems to have woken up when I opened the door and yelled at them. No, I'm not. I stepped back hurriedly.
店長も一緒に寝ましょう。
酔ってるなぁ。Is that girl still asleep? If she's dreaming that I'm trespassing into their room, it would be terrible.
どうしたの
？Pudding seems to have woken up too.
店長も一緒に寝たいんだって。いいですよ。
正反対のこと言ってますね。本来は優しいからね。I back out of their room in cold sweat. Did I ruin their impression of me? I shouldn't wake them up after all. Hence, I decide to eat the porridge alone. I really felt depressed earlier, so much that I wanted to give up. But my spirits are up again after what happened yesterday. If they are not evil monsters, pardon and release them. I have to fulfill my ancestor's role, yet I wonder why he didn't do it. I have already read the books in his room many times. What did I miss? Time seems to be ticking noises while I'm turning through the yellowed pages with my sweaty fingertips. Why can't I find any clues? Should I consult a Taoist? But where can I find one nowadays? I put the book down and rest my head on the table. I can't understand every word by now, but how come I still have no idea on how to break the spell at all? だから封印を解くことが本当に日記とかそういうなんか書類に全然書かれていないのが現状ってことか。Shaking my head, I stand up and step out of the room. Then I leave the convenience store before arriving at the crowded street. People are passing me as I move forward aimlessly. ちょっとうろうろしてますね。Now let's go to Baoko Temple next. A tour guide is introducing the sights in this town to a group of tourists. Out of curiosity, I hurry over to join them. 神社に行く感じか。Later, I realize I haven't brought my wallet after following them to Baoko Temple. No money, no admission ticket. Seems I can't consult the abbot inside. Abbot? どういう May I see this temple's abbot for a short while? A monk is sweeping the floor at the entrance. Since I'm a bit reluctant to leave empty-handed, I decided to try my luck with him. Are you troubled by something? You can also ask me. Oh. Well, do you know how to break a spell on an artifact? Pardon? まあ、そりゃそうなるわな。I asked if you know how to break a spell on an artifact. まあ、だからその、アーティファクト、その、ね、まあそういう封印用のアイテムを解く方法を今の時代に聞くっていうのはなかなかね、聞かない言葉だしね。Young fellow, you shouldn't drink so much at your age. Even the abbot can't possibly answer such a question. ああ、言ってる感じになってるのか。言ってると勘違いされてるね。What an embarrassment. I have no choice but to wander around aimlessly outside the temple. Time passes. What am I looking for? Where am I going? Oh? I've walked for an entire day. The tourists are long gone by now. Why am I doing this? Perhaps I'm not really sober yet. I still can't think straight despite the cool autumn wind blowing at me in the evening.
その先は行き止まりですよ。
お新しいキャラWhat is this place? ここに来て新キャラ A new character now? I seem to have left the crowded scenic spots to enter a totally different world altogether. A girl in red and white Miko Rose is the only person in sight. 異世界に来ちゃったの She's wielding a broom to sweep the falling autumn leaves at the shrine's courtyard, resembling an old landscape painting.
ここは霊子を祀る神社です。あなたは観光でこちらに？
霊子？もしかして This is the Fox Spirit Shrine? When I was young, I knew the small town held a procession to welcome the Fox Spirit every year. A shrine dedicated to the Fox Spirit actually exists in the mountains. No, I just stumbled here by accident. I didn't bring any money.
そうなんですか？ここは入場料はいりませんから安心してください。これもまた一期一会お会いできてよかったです。
やっぱ特別な場所って感じかな。Yes, I didn't know this place exists at all. It's really quiet. Are you the only one here? For some reason, the priestess has an aura of mystery around her. Mystery.
はい、今日は私一人だけです。
She doesn't look like a human. Neither does she look like Cherry, Pudding, or Puff. She looks calm and at peace with the world. It must be rather hard for you to look after such a big place. Why can't the Fox Spirit employ more people to help you?
この場所で霊子を悪く言うと罰が当たりますよ。
まあいきなりなんでもっと雇わないのとかいきなり聞くからね。Yes, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. If only I had brought my wallet along to make an offering. How embarrassing. I've dug through my pockets, but they are empty.
冗談ですよ。霊子は寛大なんですから。
Yes, great Fox Spirit. I'll be sure to come with an offering next time. これ、次がないパターンじゃないこれ。I clasp my hands together and bow to the shrine.
誠心誠意で何よりです。せっかくいらっしゃったんですから、悩み事を相談していかれませんか？
これ手伝ってくれるのかな？ Huh? My troubles?
はい。あなたの礼に対して、玲子が何もお返ししないわけにはいきませんから。
Well, I scratch my head. How should I say it? I have 3 monsters at my place. My ancestor has binded them with a wind chime. I wish to free them from the spell. I've poured through a lot of written records, but I can't find a way. Oh. She just smiles after hearing my account. Is there a way? Is she going to give the same answer as that monk? The problem is certainly an unusual one, though.
術を解くには、もっと強い術をかけなければなりません。
ほう。あ、ここに来てヒントをもらった。Yes, that's the ticket. What should I do?
術がどうして力を持つのか、ご存知ですか？
The spell has power because it uses blood from humans? Oh? I give my answer after remembering that part Purin brought up earlier. あ、血に関係するってこと？
実は、心なんです。
心。
はい。術というのは、心に秘めた信念を凝縮させ、現実世界に影響を与えるものなんです。つまり、その力は私たちの心の底から生み出されているんです。
ああ、だから封印をしようと思っているのであれば、その心がけているのであれば、それがなんかできるようになるってことか。Our hearts. You mean I can't break that spell because my faith isn't strong enough yet?
人一人の信念には限界がありますから、一人で生み出す術の力もまた弱いものなんです。
Ah. If so, how come my ancestor's spell is so powerful?
それは、その術者が自分の信念だけではなく、多くの人々の信念をも一つにしたからです。
なるほど。The faith in many other people. Everyone feared for their lives because of its terrifying appearance. あー、みんなそのなんか怖い見た目のせいで怖がっているっていう点が、なんか、そういうなんか、みんなその子たちを封印しようとしてるからできたものってことか。Pardon and release them, informed everyone in town. Ah, I see. Now I'm thinking back to those words in that journal. That's how it works? Does that mean I can't do it then? I sigh deeply.
自信がありませんか？
It's too difficult to get everyone to think like me.
どんなに優れた術者でも、すべての人々の思いを一つにすることはできません。強い術をなすためには、勢いに乗る必要があるんです。
勢いと、しょ。あ、でも重いだけで別にあれか。ぐるぐるしてないね。大丈夫、大丈夫。Go with the flow.
あなたのご先祖様は、人々が妖怪に対し恐怖する感情、その勢いに乗って風鈴に術をかけた。なら、あなたは？
I fear of monsters. My store's customers were surprised when they saw Cherry, Purin, and Paul for the first time, but most of them grew to like the three of them rather than fear them. I see. That means I can break my ancestors' spell once everyone likes them?
その通りです。
Oh. But how should I do it? I don't know how to cast spells at all.
呪文を唱えたりするのはただの形式に過ぎません。肝心なのは術者の揺るぎない心です。
揺るぎない心。But I don't even know how to do it.
それは問題ありません。かっこいい決めポーズをするだけでもいいんですから。
Oh. Stop joking at a time like this.
そろそろ神社を閉める時間ですね。帰りも長い道のりでしょうから、あなたもそろそろお帰りになった方がいいですよ。
Wait. A cool pose. I'm left with a lot of questions as I make my way back to town. The priestess took her leave after she told me to go home. I wanted to clarify things with her, but she disappeared in the blink of an eye. Oh. By the way, how come she knew so much? Was she a deity or a ghost? でもそういうね、多分どこかのなんか神様的な存在なのかもね。神様とかスカイマとかね。After wandering around for an entire day, I might have learned something, yet I didn't seem to grasp anything at all. I take out my cell phone to call my mother. Oh yeah, have you eaten? My mother answers the phone in no time. Yes, I've eaten. Well, is your store doing well? Even if you have been busy with your work, remember to take your meals on time. Oh, なんか、お母さんなんか優しいね。Don't worry, my store is okay and I eat well every day. I haven't called you for a long time. How are you and Dad doing? Fine, your dad just came back from his business trip and things are okay on our side. Say if you're short of money... I'm okay. The store's turnover has reached 100,000 yuan. I have enough money, so you don't have to worry about me. Really? Are you lying? 嘘ついてると思ってるな。Really? Why would I lie to you? Do you want to check my account book? My. Hey, your son has earned 100,000 yuan in just a few months. それってすごいことなんだ。10万元だっけ？まあ、結構高い金額って感じには聞こえるけど。My mother begins to trumpet my current financial situation to my father somewhere near the phone. I didn't really earn 100,000. I still have my costs to cover. Your dad said you've got your grandpa's capabilities. That's called atavism. 何これ? Atavism. If so, do I have my grandpa's abilities? おじいちゃんの言いづらいわ。What? Nothing. Previously you asked me to leave my grandpa's things alone. Yes, your dad said those things were rather evil in nature. I touched them. Oh, are you okay? Did you say anything nasty? No. Good, don't do that again in case something awful happens. What should I do if something happens? Son, just leave them alone. Your dad wants to talk to you. Yang, how are you? My father takes over the phone. Dad, I'm good. I eat well and sleep well. Oh, that's good. Your mom said you touched your grandfather's stuff. Is that true? Yes. Tell me honestly, did you see anything? No, I'm alive and kicking now. Fine. Actually, your grandpa was an exorcist when I was small. Really? I've never heard you say it. That's because he captured a monster and released it at one time. Unfortunately, the creature went after our family for revenge. Your grandpa got rid of it, but your grandma fell ill and passed away. Oh. No wonder I didn't know anything about my grandma when I was small. Your grandpa stopped being an exorcist after that. He kept all his monster hunting equipment inside his room and forbade us from touching them or to bring them up, so don't mess around with any of that stuff. Oh, okay. I think my grandpa tore off those diary pages about the release of the monster. He was probably worried that we might repeat the same mistake. That's thus the idea where I leave it up to my descendants is shelved indefinitely. If anything evil appears in front of you, don't be afraid. Everyone in our family is gifted with that strong determination to subdue monsters. You just need to bite your finger and use your blood. ここに来て方法を聞きましたね。You're his father. Why are you teaching him such a preference at hunting? Your mother snatches the phone before my father can finish. I'm teaching him to protect himself. My father quickly explains himself. Bite my finger and use my blood. Forget everything you just heard. I'm hanging up if there's nothing else. I haven't finished yet. Disconnected? Oh. なんかお母さんがなんか教えるなみたいな感じになってますね。なるほど。My mother has slammed the phone down. Sounds like she's going to quarrel with my father. Anyway, my father's advice could be one possible way to cast a spell as the priestess described earlier. Oh. I hurried back to the store. It is open for business as usual.
いらっしゃいま。なんだ、店長か。
On hearing the sound at the door, Cherry comes over with a smile, but she returns to her usual self when she realizes it's me. You'd welcome everyone except me.
店長、どこに行ってたんですか？私たちを置いてけぼりにして逃げたのかと思いました。
Why would I do that?
テレビドラマでよく見る浮気男の手口だわ。私たちに嘘をついてどこぞでキツネのお化けとでもお楽しみだったのよ。
Fox Spirit, aren't you one yourself? Besides, this is my story, isn't it? Why would I run away?
そんなの自分で分かってるくせに。
分かって？ Anyway, I found a solution. Let's close the store for today.
そんなこと言い出すなんて、まさか本当に浮気してるんじゃ。
浮気って？え？Two baby castles for each of you. Hurry up and close the store.
本当？お菓子で買収しようとするなんて、さすがは悪徳経営者ですね。
悪徳。
そんなに慌ててストレスでついに壊れたの？
Don't worry, I have found a solution.
落ち着いてないのは店長だけですよ。何してるの店長。
I pierced my finger with a needle because I don't have the courage to bite my finger. 早速やるの？All 10 fingers are really connected. Connected to the
店
hand.
長、本当にどうかしちゃったの？
まあ。Where's that mark on you? Show me. It should go away with a drop of my blood. Each of them had a red glyph when I saw them for the first time. It must be part of that binding spell from the wind chime. 本当にOKなのそれで。Hurry, it doesn't work once my blood dries up. I don't have time to explain, so I lift Cherry's skirt. Can you detect any changes? I enjoy a slap in the face as I apply my blood to Cherry's body.
店長ってこんなにしたたかだったんですね。
何も変わらないみたいだけど。
変わらない. Puff pokes at Cherry while she's dumbstruck. Weird. I want to raise Cherry's skirt to check on the cliff again.
触らないでよ、このバカ。
Cherry screams in anger and runs back to her room. まあ説明なしでやったからね。The statement I pricked my finger and took a slap without accomplishing anything.
店長、急がば回れだよ。
気持ちはありがたいですけど、もう少し常識的にした方が。
多分常識の問題じゃないと思うよ。That's weird. I thought it would work. Perhaps there's a timeline.
そんなことより、まずはチェリーの様子を見に行きましょう。
Spoken like a doctor. That sounds like something a physician would say to the white mice. え?
起きたことはどうしようもありませんから、次に何をすべきかを考えないと。
こんな方法、誰から聞いたの？
My father. He didn't sound like he was lying to me.
店長の解釈が間違ってるだけなんじゃない？
ああ、解釈が。Maybe I need to think again. こっちのマークじゃなくて、風鈴に使うっていうこともあるか。I returned to my bedroom. My cheek still hurts from the slap by Cherry. Did I make a mistake somewhere? My father said I could use my blood to drive away evil things. I see. My ancestor cast that spell and it isn't evil in nature. No wonder that method didn't work. Oh, I was mistaken after all. I opened the wooden box and examined the wind chime again. Is the answer right here? Why is this artifact so hard to handle? I'll read the characters in the bells again. They are red in color. Did my ancestor write them with his own blood? That's how he cast the spell? Right, the edges on the characters felt very sharp when I inserted my finger. The other time, it was intended that way, such that the spellcaster could decide on whether to press his finger in there. Ah, fine. I close my eyes. I must set them free. I recite these words repeatedly in my head to clear all other thoughts. I must set them free. 解放しなければってね。I slowly insert my finger into the bell, feeling the character's sharp edges. Still myself. The minute I cut my finger, I think I heard the bell ring. Oh? The blood-stained digit feels cold. But I endure the pain as I press that part of my hand into the other two bells. I did it? I withdrew my finger afterwards. The characters in the bells have a red glow on them. Oh, なんか光ってる. I have really succeeded. Cherry pudding puff. I shake the wind chime and rush out to the bedroom to find. 勢い良すぎる。
店長、どうしました？
I didn't. Look, all of you didn't experience any pain when I shook this, did you? Alright, let's go out. いや、テンション高すぎ。
確かに痛くないですけど、また風鈴に連れ戻されるんじゃないですか？今日の店長はどうかしてます。とても付き合いきれませんよ。
昨日のワインのせいで幻覚でも見てるんじゃない？ アルコールの分解はとっくに終わってるはずだけど。
そもそも説明してないからそうなるじゃん。No, I'm sure I succeeded. Quick, let's run outside for one round. Where's Cherry?
まだ怒ってる。
Really, I was so preoccupied with my goal that I overlooked the small details earlier.
なんで店長が入ってくるのよ。
I did it. All of you are free.
あんた本当にどうかしてるわ。
Oh. Promise me. I placed the wind chime at one side before running outside with Cherry in my arms.
酔って本性を表したんじゃない？
Follow me, everyone.
店長、こんなのさすがにやりすぎよ。
You think so? You haven't seen anything yet. いやだから説明してよ。I hold Cherry and run out of the convenience store into the street. Few people are out in the neighborhood at night. I keep running and running.
店長、
How does it feel to be free?
下ろしてよ。恥ずかしいじゃない。
How so? You have done far more embarrassing things.
何のことよ。
You pinned me on my bed, remember? あったっけそんなの。And I knew a poem. Life is valuable, love is even more valuable, but we can give up both for freedom.
何わけのわからないこと言って。
わけわからないね。It means we have earned our freedom, so we can ignore everything else, including any 主人公、本当に頭おかしくなっちゃったのこれ。
またへりくつ言って。店長、待ってください。
Oh, Prin, you caught up?
走れ
Okay, I'll carry you next.
ません。プリンと変わるの？
Why, you don't want me to do that?
そうじゃないけど。店長、止まってください。本当にもう無理です。
Okay, I'll put Cherry down.
いや、下ろしちゃダメ。
Oh. Cherry suddenly clings onto me. Don't hold so tight, I can't breathe. マジ止まって。Prin says you can't go any further.
そんなの知らないわ。
Cherry clings on even more tightly. I can't breathe, let go. I am near my endurance limit, but why am I still running?
店長、プリンを置き去りにするなんて。
Fuck, you're here. I'm gasping so hard that it's difficult to say anything. Cherry? Insist.
もうギブアップ？体力なさすぎなんじゃない？
Cherry told me she doesn't want to get off.
友達より男を取るのね、バカキツネ。
違うわ。店長が勝手に。
店長、無理しないで。後で倒れたら恥ずかしいから。
店長は倒れたりしないわ。
店長の顔を見てもそう言える？青筋浮いてるけど。
うっさいく
ほら、話をするのも苦しそう。
If you say I'm ugly again, I'm going to dock your wages.
こんな時でも悪徳経営の心は忘れないんだ。
Prin has finally caught up again after falling behind from fatigue.
この様子じゃそう長くは持たないと思う。
以上走ったら天国に行っちゃいそうですね。
No, it's still too early for that. Although I said that, I can hardly stand on my feet.
安心して、どこまででもついていってあげるから。
No? Oh, enough, no more. Eventually, I reached my limit after running quite a distance. I put Cherry down before leaning against a utility pole to catch my breath.
もう終わり？
I can't take it anymore. This girl looks as if she hasn't had enough yet.
店長も限界みたいですね。
もっと走ればいいのに。
Wouldn't a buff catches up in no time? Looks like I'm out of shape. Guess I need to go out more often in the future. I give up. See, you're free. You didn't believe me when I told you. でも確かに風鈴を置いてきちゃったもんね。
そうだ。店長、風鈴持ってないの？
持ってないね。I didn't. Look. I show both of my hands to Puff.
本当
？Puff looks incredulous. incredulous って何？
私たち、本当に風鈴から解放されたの？
本
当に成功したんですね。
Tears fell up in Pudding's eyes. Yes, I did it. I rubbed my eyes. I can't tell if those secretions are tears or sweat though.
夢でも見てるみたい。
ここで解放したんだ。I look at this girl with bare ears. What is real then?
脳に酸素が足りなくて哲学でも始めたの？
Never mind, let's have a group hug to cherish this moment.
ハグ？店長、本気ですか？私たちこんなに汗だくなのに。
そうやってすぐ調子に乗る癖直さないといつまで経っても彼女できないよ。
Hey, you just spoiled the mood. This is such a monumental 言えない monumental occasion.
確かに店長の人生の最高実績になるかもね。
そうだね。No, I'm not that pathetic. I'm going to strive for more.
店長はこれからどんなことを人生の目標にするんですか？
Of course, I'm going to live with all of you and protect everyone for the rest of my life. 確かに偉大ですね。
キモい。
What is so bad about it? I'm committing my whole life to all of you.
店長が勝手に言ってるだけじゃない。私は一生そばにいるなんて約束してないんだから。
でもしたいんでしょ？
店長と一生を送るのも悪くないですけど、やっぱり私ももっと外の世界を見てみたいです。私だって一生コンビニ店員なんてごめんよ。自分のベーカリーを開きたいの。
I know, you don't have to stay at my place for the rest of your lives. Just remember this, you will always have a home at my store. Feel free to come back anytime, I will keep your room for you.
店長って意外と寂しがり屋だったんですね。なんならコンビニの隣でベーカリーを始めてもいいけど。
私たちのことばっかりじゃなくて自分のことも考えたら？結婚して奥さんや子供ができたらどうするの
Oh, don't worry, it's too early for that. Let's go home. これで本当に良かったのかな？ここで、チャプター7短っ。I get up at dawn. 今、チャプター、第8章に入ってますね。あれ？前回あんなに長かったのに、今回は短いんだ。 ということ、今回が最後のショーになるんですけど、That was chapter 7. It was actually short. I didn't expect it to be that short. Okay. Then I prepared breakfast before heading to their room to wake them up. Cherry, Pudding, Puff. They watched TV until late last night. Perhaps they are still asleep? I didn't receive any response after knocking on the door a few times, so I opened the door. I'm coming in. The room is completely deserted. That single bed I added for Puff and the double bed beside it are vacant. Alright? Night. They left a note on the table. It has a picture of a fox, a rabbit, and a bear, along with the following words. Farewell for now until we meet again. あ、出ちゃうんだ。いきなり? This is Pudding's handwriting. It proves they have been here, but they are gone now. いきなり出ちゃうの? They'd probably starve sooner or later if they go out without taking their breakfast. Never mind, I can keep this rest for lunch and dinner. To be honest, I know this day would come. After all, they said they'd like to see the outside world. Especially Puff. She wants to go to Bernay in the diary. I don't know where it is located, but I hope she can find it. I pull up the rolling steel doors once I'm ready to open the shop by myself. Sunlight is shining through the gaps in the leaves. The weather is good today. The wind seems to be saying hello to me by blowing up the fallen leaves and swirling them at the door. Okay, I got this. I have to run the store without them. I'll treat them to a big meal when they're back. What should I offer on sale today? もういきなり出ちゃうのもなんかちょっと寂しいね。I hang the troublesome wind chime in front of the shop's doors. The artifact was supposed to be there all along. Then I touched the bells gently. The chime spins a few times to produce a beautiful series of sounds. The crack where that fragment broke off is still visible. I space out on hearing the chime's tinkling sound, as if Cherry is saying welcome with a smile. Huh? Miss Perrin isn't around today? A customer has entered. He seems to be in a good mood as he looks at the checkout counter. But his face clouds over on seeing that I'm the only person in the store. Then he looks around. Miss Puff and Miss Cherry aren't around either. Yes, summer internship. They have gone back to school. It will take quite some time before you can see them again. I make up an excuse. Oh, I see. What a shame, but I'm happy for them. They'll return when they finish their studies. Okay. In my heart, I think I'm comforting the customer as well as myself. Sometimes I serve the customers at the checkout counter where Puddin once stood in a quiet and clumsy manner. Sometimes I show the customers around with a smile along those places where Cherry went to help them find the things they need. Sometimes I stand on tiptoes to touch every box that Puff used to handle in the storage area. Time slowly passes. I've ordered quite a lot of new stuff now that the existing stock in the warehouse is exhausted. These boxes will never have Puff's markings again. That kitty she used to feed has disappeared too. I move a chair further inside the checkout counter, but it will never work on the accounts at the checkout counter again. Another day has passed. The notice board at the door has listed today's discounted items as usual. I stare at the thing dreamily. I have already removed the ears on top. I'd planned to busy myself with work such that I wouldn't miss them, but some things are hard to forget. I have posted a shop assistant needed notice at the door this morning when I opened the shop, but no one came to ask about it. What am I thinking? Who could possibly find someone to fill a position in one day? As if I could encounter those three digits every time. I'm mocking myself while touching the notice board. Did I just send it painstakingly? Have taken a beating from the elements. Wood splinters are sticking out, and some parts have serious wear and tear on them. Time to get a new board. I'll keep this one as a souvenir. Time can destroy many things. I keep the notice board. Later, my eyes fall on the wine cabinet near the door after I have closed the shop for the day. New bottles of red wines are displayed inside, but they are exactly the same as the bottle of the four of us drank earlier. In my heart, I tell myself to take it as a souvenir. Life must go on. I should rest for a while. I stretch and yawn. Oh, someone is calling me. It sounds warm and familiar. I try to wake up, but I'm too sleepy.
店長、まだ寝てるの？
お、
レジで寝てるなんて開店初日みたいですね。
いい年してだらしない。
店長、起きて。日が暮れちゃうわよ。
Oh? A smiling girl with fox ears is gazing at me. あれ戻っちゃった。I have never forgotten that face after all these years.
目が覚めましたか？
ぼんやりしちゃって。廊下が進みすぎなんじゃない？
廊下って。Followed by Puddin and Puff puffing up in front. All three of them are wearing the convenience store's uniforms. They are smiling at me just like before. Oh. I want to say something, but something seems to be stuck in my throat.
ただいま。
Oh. You're back. Good to see everyone again. Something warm is flowing in my eyes. I blink to wipe it away.
店長、泣いてるの？
Oh? No, I'm just glad. How has life outside been treating you so far?
楽しかった。
Oh, よかった。I see, that's good.
店長、ひげが白くなりましたね。
白くなるの？ What? I struck my chin. I struck my chin. I really have a beard. Oh, I'm old now. All of you haven't changed at all?
店長、一人ぼっちなの？
お？あれ？これ結構時間が進んだってこと？実は。Yes, I have been looking after the store all by myself.
奥さんはどうしたんですか？
奥さん？ Did I marry anyone?
ずっと一人ぼっちのままおじいちゃんになっちゃったのね。
あれ、おじいちゃんなの今？
あれから
主人公。
ずっと一人だったの。
ずっと一人で私たちが帰るのを待っていたんですか？
I've waited my whole life. I'm used to it.
ごめんなさい、店長。もっと早く帰ってきていれば。うわぁ、店長。
Cherry suddenly burst into tears. Look, why are you crying even though this is a happy occasion?
大丈夫。店長の面倒は私たちがちゃんと見るから。
でも、いえ、終わった。結構短かったね、じゃあ。多分前回の配信で終われた、ね、普通にエンディングまでいけたかもしれないね。そっか。ちょっと微妙 結構感動的なエンディングだったんですけど、早かったね。あ、いや、まだ続く。No. Oh, I opened my eyes to see the convenience store displayed items in front of me. Those three girls aren't here. What a fright. 夢だったんだ。When I touch my chin, I don't have a beard either, so it's just a dream. Phew. Fortunately, it was just a dream. In the dream, they came back after I have aged. Was that a good dream or a nightmare? いろんな意味で、いい夢でも、悪夢の、感動的な再会だからいい夢だったのか。Where are they? How are they doing? Did they receive any form of bullying by others? Oh no, it's 10 o'clock. Better hurry up and open the store. I grabbed my baby castle from the shelf and munched on it as I rush to open the shop. The wind chime is at the door is shaking and jingling from my frenzied movement. Are? Oh. I bumped against something soft when I opened the door, leaving me dazed, and everything turning white for a few seconds. This chair is glaring at me while lying on the ground in front of me? Is this real or false? I rub my eyes, but she's still lying there. I freeze involuntarily. Is this a dream? Am I dreaming in a dream? I slap myself in the face.
ちょっと。
Oh? Cherry calls out in dissatisfaction to break the silence.
じゃないわよ。
ち
ちゃんと前見て歩きなさいよね。
Oh. I'm not dreaming?
夢なわけないでしょ。
Cherry purses her lips in anger.
人にぶつかっておいてボケたふりしないでよ。痛くて死ぬかと思ったわ。
If this is a dream, I wouldn't want to wake up again.
ちょっと夢じゃないってば。
Not a dream? Then why did she suddenly appear before me? I brushed against the wind chime by accident? No, I thought the wind chime has already lost its powers.
店長。
普通に帰ったってこと? Perhaps I didn't actually break the spell, or it was only inactive for a limited time? I extend my hand to take the chime at the door.
もうなんでこんなバカ店長に出会っちゃったのかしら。可愛い女の子が冷たい床に倒れてるっていうのに。寒いし、お腹ペコペコだし、痛いし。なのにあんたはその風鈴のことばっかり。
No, that's not true. I'm at a loss. What is going on?
もういいわ、店長のバカ。せっかく手をつなぐチャンスをあげようと思ったのに。
A rare opportunity? Cherry gets up by herself indignantly.
やっぱり店長には絶対彼女なんてできないわね。店長らしいですね。
Pudding. This is even more confusing. I'm sure the wind chime has already lost its power to bind things. I have touched it many times, but this has never happened before. What is going on? Pudding is brought here too? Sorry.
何がですか?
I might not have broken that binding spell entirely. I was too careless, so you guys are forced to return here.
寂しすぎておかしくなっちゃったんですか?
I'll go over my ancestors' book again later.
そんなことしたら全身にキノコが生えるわよ。
Cherry calls at me. If so, what should I do?
ほら、チェリーも店長をからかわないの。私たちお店を借りに来たんです。
借りに来る? Rent the shop?
はい。
That means you came back by yourselves?
そうですよ。
Oh. What a fright. I thought the wind chime brought you back here.
こんなくたびれたコンビニじゃ私たちがいなきゃ商売にならないでしょ。
Not really. I always have enough to get by if I keep my needs simple.
ケーキを売るためのスペースを分けてほしいの。あと2階のキッチンもケーキを焼くのに使わせてちょうだい。
You want to make and sell cakes at my place?
チェリーってばまた料理の腕を上げたんですよ。
Oh, I see. That is worth considering. By the way, the two of you didn't come back with Puff?
やっぱりシュークリームが一番なんだ。
Nonsense, I was just asking.
店長、掲示板をどこへやったの？
Oh, a locked drawer suddenly arises from outside, sending me trembling. How come this girl could arrive just when we were talking about her?
シュークリームも帰りましたね。バカグマじゃない。相変わらず間抜けな顔してるわね。
Am I dreaming? We rushed out of the store. Puff is at the entrance, glaring at us. Am I dreaming? Cherry, kiss me.
この変態。
Ouch. Cherry elbowed me hard. Seems it's not a dream since I'm not waking up.
私たちの掲示板を捨てるなんて。あんなに苦労して作ったのに。
No, I knew it meant a lot to you, so I kept it inside. I couldn't bear to see it wear out from the elements. This is the first time I have seen her so furious.
そうなの？ならいいけど。じゃあ、このアルバイト募集のポスターはどういうこと？
I didn't know when you guys would return. It was really difficult for me to run the store all by myself. Puff snorts in dissatisfaction before tearing off that piece of paper. It was posted yesterday. あ、本当に早く帰っちゃったんだ。
まだ募集するつもり？
It wasn't long since I last saw her. How come she's so bad-tempered now? What did she experience out there? No, not hiring.
店長は私たちがもう戻ってこないって思ってたんですか？
まあ、みんないきなり出ちゃったからね。そりゃあね。
やっぱり狐のお化けを囲ってるのよ。
Nonsense. Actually, you guys left out of the blue. I thought you would be gone for a very, very, very long, long time.
お金がなくなったから。
That's fast. Did you find Verne?
見つけたけど、遠すぎて時間の無駄だと思って。それに、今はご飯を食べるのが最優先事項。
That's good. Tell us about it sometime. I haven't gone to such a far off place before.
時間があったらみんなで一緒に行こう。そうだ、もっと給料上げてよ。せっかく外を旅してるのに好きなものも食べれなかった。
そうよ、私なんて料理も作ってるのに給料少なすぎだわ。
No, I'm not going to pay you this time.
給料なし？ただ働きってこと？資本家の本性をむき出しにしてきましたね。
本性って。Of course not. This store can't possibly belong to me alone. I mean, don't you think the three of you should have a share in it too? From now on, you will get a share of the profits instead of a regular salary.
ということは、私たちは株主ってことですか？株主って？私たちも店長ってこと？
私たちのこともつなぎ止めておけるし、これで一石二鳥ね。
Yes, then you won't leave this place again. Just settle down here with me for the rest of your lives, haha.
何が一生よ。そうとは限らないでしょ。それに、お店の名前を変えなきゃいけないんじゃない？リンのコンビニじゃおかしいでしょ。
Of course, I've already come up with a good one.
どんな名前にするの？ま、店長のセンスには全然期待してないけどね。
for friends home. 確かにちょっと、
さすが店長らしいネーミングセンス。
まんまじゃない。全然エレガントじゃないわ。
でも半額とフレンズじゃなくてよかったです。
Yeah, I should choose this. Thanks, Puddin.
殴っていい？
キモーい。さっきの方がまだマシだわ。
みんなの意見が揃いましたよ。
ああ、強制的にさっきの最初のやつに捨てるんだ。すごいね、プリン。Now I get it. Puddin, you are the most cunning one among all of us.
ちょっと、私はまだいいって言ってないわよ。
Okay, okay. We can think about it while running the store. Go and change into your uniforms.
またあのダサい制服に着替えるの？
店の名前を変えるなら制服も変えなきゃ。
I don't have enough money yet.
私たちが苦労して稼いだお金はどこに行ったんですか？
I had to pay for water, electricity, and new stock. Enough, let's get started quick. We'll have money tomorrow. Looks like we're going to be busy again. But isn't that the kind of life I'm used to? Oh. いいエンディングですね。おー、タイトルに戻った。おー、すごい。でも、思ってた以上に短かったね。最後の2つのチャプターは。いきなりなんか、結末なんていうか、風鈴を解く方法を見つけて、いきなりできて、いきなり自由になって、いきなり出て、いきなり戻ってきて、いきなりエンディングって感じ。全部いきなりですね。でも本当に、その調子なら本当に、あれですね。最初の、なんだっけ。前回の配信で、無理やりそのまま続けていった方が良かったかもね。うん。はい、というわけで、フラフィストはこれにて完結ですね。よかったと思う。まあ、やっぱりね、こんな感じの、ビジュアルノベル、ただ読む系のゲームをやるのがあんまりやってなかったので、今回で、なんていうか、結構斬新な、なんていうか、経験だったと思いますね。で、普通にストーリーも好み、まあ、なんていうか、ちょっとね、主人公を攻めすぎる感はなんかあるんですけど、まあそういう、まあラブコメはそういう感じが、まあ定番っちゃ定番なので、あんまり気にしてはいないんですけど、それ以外はね、普通に可愛かったし、うん。ところどころこう、ちょっとシリアスな感じにもなるんですけど、ちょっとだけで、あとはなんか、ただね、日常、本当にコンビニ生活の日常を送るゲーム、ストーリーになってましたね。それが良かったかもしれない。てか普通に配信でやってなかったとしても普通に最後まで楽しめた作品だと思いますね。はい、というわけで、これで終わったところなので、今回の配信はここまでにしたいと思います。あとは何するかな、まだわからないんですけど、まあ、なんかできたらまたね、いきなり配信するかもしれないので、ご期待ください。はい、というわけで、今回の配信はこれにてお開きとなります。皆さん本当にお疲れ様でした。また次の配信でお会いしましょう。よいしょ。お疲れ様でした。今回は普通にアウトローなしでいきましょうか。はい。